Happy Friday, everyone. Oh my God, it's a Friday, right? I'm recording on a Friday. Welcome to another week in review. If you miss this live, you can watch the replay on the Instagram feed or see the video uploaded to YouTube right after this, or you can catch some clips on Twitter and TikTok. So, I am here. Hi, Sky. So those who are just joining in, come on and join in. Joseph, everyone. So y'all know I got to start off with COVID because we're still in the midst of this shit. We're still here. So yes, what a surprise, right? So to top it off, according to the World Health Organization, I used to read from the Johns Hopkins website, but Johns Hopkins stopped reporting it, which I'm like, dude, we're still in the middle of COVID. But thank God for the World Health Organization, WHO. There are 761,402,282 cumulative cases, overall cases of COVID-19 around the world. As of the last 24 hours, there were 2,692 new cases. And overall, we have as a death toll, we have 6,887,000 total. So, let me repeat these numbers again. There are 661,402,282 cumulative cases, overall cases of COVID-19 around the world. There are 2,692 new cases, and there are 6.8 million people dead, almost 6.9 million people, almost 7 million people dead around the world. And that's on the World Health Organization website. Now, according to the CDC COVID tracker, in the United States of America, at home, we account for 20% of those cases. Out of the 700 million cases, we have 104,137,196 cases total. As of the death toll, there is 1,125,366, and the current people that's in the hospital is 14,072. Yes, the cases are going down, but there's still new cases that still arises. So with the U.S., we have 104,137,196 cases of COVID-19 total confirmed cases. There are 1.1 million people, well, 1.125 million people dead. And over 14,000 are still currently hospitalized. Some that are hospitalized that are, that are unvaccinated, because that's the ones that are being deceased. That's the one that's dying. So in terms of vaccinations, we're going to go to the vaccinated, area for COVID-19. As you can see, I need the U.S. So there are 269,830. No, that's just for people that took one dose. So the people that took one dose is 269,835,963 people that got their first dose. So overall, there are 230 million Americans that are fully vaccinated. That is 70% of the population. So yeah, so likely we're still going through this nonsense with COVID. apparently. So this is where the hell we are. And as for certain states, the highest state with the most vaccinated people is actually Vermont, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, most of the New England states. Well, not New Hampshire. New York as the Northeast state. New Jersey's right behind. Most of the eastern borderline states are mostly and Connecticut too. So most of New England is fully vaccinated. That's where it's Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Connecticut, Maine, Vermont, as a New England, the most vaccinated area. And out of the Northeast states, New York and New Jersey are are almost there at close to 80%. New York is at 79% fully vaccinated. So, oh, and DC too. DC has 82% vaccinated. DC as a mid-Atlantic state have people fully vaccinated, as well as Maryland. It's another place. So it's mostly the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. They got people that's damn near almost vaccinated with the highest numbers versus the southern region, the Midwest, and out west. Out west, I'm a little worried because out west just, it strikes me. So y'all need to do better with your numbers. And the lowest is actually Wyoming. That's Liz Cheney state. Need to do better. Yeah, the West Coast, not too tough. I mean, it's medium, but it's not like, the numbers are not like high, like, you know, the Northeast and the Mid-Atlantic. I think Pennsylvania is the only place in the Mid-Atlantic that don't have many people vaccinated. Yeah, Pennsylvania is the lowest out of the Northeast states. Because even Delaware is in the 70 percentiles. It's, yeah, and Delaware is pretty, yeah, Delaware is low too. So Delaware and Pennsylvania, they're pretty low. They lower than New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Vermont, and DC. And they lower than Maryland. So yeah. That's just my take on it. So yeah, so we're going through a crisis. This is real shit, real talk. So COVID-19 is still among us. So the best thing to do is just mask up. That's just the bottom line to it. Like, there's no if, ands, or but about it. Just mask up. That's it. Just wear your mask. That's all I got to tell you. Oh, I believe you, Joseph. Yeah, MAGA world is listening to anti-vaxxers. Because you can die from COVID. You can die from complications of COVID. Because there's heart disease, liver disease, kidney disease. So, yeah, you can definitely... You can definitely get sick from COVID. So it's real. Anyhow, moving right along. Guess who has been indicted as of yesterday at 5:44 p.m.? Y'all know who. And I think we should turn to pages. So let's go to the internet. Because we need the official joint. Donald Trump indicted by the Manhattan jury on more than 30 accounts related to business fraud. Donald Trump faces more than 30 counts of related to business fraud in an indictment from a Manhattan grand jury, according to two familiar sources with the case. The first time in American history that a current and former president has faced criminal charges. Trump is expected to appear in court on Tuesday at the Manhattan court downtown. Where? Center Street, 60 Center Street. The indictment has been filed under a seal. It's sealed so no one can see it and will be announced in the coming days. The charges are not publicly known at this time. The Manhattan DA, which is my DA, Alvin Bragg's office, have been investigating the former dude in connection with the alleged role with the hush money payment scheme and cover-up involving adult film star Stormy Daniels that dates to the 2016 presidential election. That's campaign financing. And campaign financing laws in New York is like a big thing. Like, people got locked up for that shit before, sitting assemblymen on both Democratic and Republican sides. Grand jury proceedings are secret, but a source familiar with the case told CNN that a witness gave about 30 minutes of testimony before it voted to indict the bum. The decision is sure to send shockwaves across the country, pushing the American political system, which has never seen one of its ex-leaders confronted with criminal charges, let alone while running again for the role, into uncharted waters. So this man released a statement saying political persecution and election interference at the highest level in history. I believe this is a witch hunt, will backfire massively on Joe Biden, the former president said. The American people realize exactly what the radical left Democrats are doing. Everyone see it. Our movement and so our party, united and strong, will first defeat Alvin Bragg, and then we will defeat Joe Biden, and then we going to throw everyone in the chokehold. Donald, you have been a career criminal for the last 50 years. From 1973 until this current moment. You didn't realize what you did to yourself. What you did to yourself? You ran for office in 2016. You should have just stayed low key. But your ass didn't. Because you talked so much and you did so much and did the most. Now it's coming back to you. They always say karma is a bitch and it comes tenfold. So Donald, you're experiencing your first stage, your first level of karma. And there's more karma because there's Georgia, there's Florida, the big one is in DC, and then you have another case in New York that starts on October 2nd, 2023 of this year. So, Donald, prepare and practice on not dropping the soap. Ooh. You really thought you were running. You thought you were running for president? Dude. So, yeah. And while I'm moving along on my list of things, I'm in the segment of time to read, guys. Oh, yes. So, Leon Terrell is a Trumper who, likes to lick the booty crack. Well, he has a weird obsession with the vice president for some reason. I don't know, as if he never had a woman before laying in his bed, or never heard a woman that speaks so boldly and so strong like our vice president. Well, your man's had a whole bunch to say. So we're just going to pull the video of what his bum ass said. Here we go. I got to turn my sound up.
She's Captain Obvious. She does. I'll tell you, Jason, she gave me a headache because honestly, she's Captain Obvious. She doesn't give any insight. She doesn't tell the American public anything of an informative nature. She has nothing to bring to the table. And I think it's embarrassing that we avoid, not this station, or not this network, but we avoid the obvious. She was selected for the wrong reason. She was selected because of her gender and her skin color. And that was the only reason. She's not qualified. And she has a difficult time trying to articulate on issues that she doesn't have any knowledge on. And what's happening is, you saw Andrea Mitchell. Andrea Mitchell has an obligation to challenge her, but they won't. Because she's shielded by her skin color and her gender. When she said, for example, the balloon wasn't helpful, the balloon has feelings. What did she mean by that? Can she articulate something of at least of a college nature? It sounds so rudimentary as to what she's articulating. I don't even know what she means. We shot it down, as you articulated. That balloon could have been shot down before it reached continental America. But she insults the intelligence, Jason, of the American people. And I'm sick and tired of her being basically shielded because of her gender and identity. That's why you don't pick.
I want to play that again. I'm going to get in that ass.
Honestly, she's Captain Obvious. I'll tell you, Jason, she gave me a headache because honestly, she's Captain Obvious. She doesn't give any insight. She doesn't tell the American public anything of an informative nature. She has nothing to bring to the table. And I think it's embarrassing that we avoid, not this station, or not this network, but we avoid the obvious.
You know what's embarrassing? It's embarrassing that you, Leo, are ashy. You're not smart. And you cape for whiteness. You cape for white supremacy at that. It's a shame that you look unpresentable on TV. It's a shame that you just look like a muskrat. But I digress.
She was selected for the wrong reason. She was selected because of her gender and her skin color. And that was the only reason. She's not qualified. And she has a difficult time trying to articulate on issues that she doesn't have any knowledge on. And what's happening is color. And that was the only reason. Selected because of her gender and her skin color.
No, she was selected because, one, she was qualified. Two, she has a great relationship with the Bidens. Can I repeat the reasons why she was qualified? Let's play that back again. It's time for deconstruction.
bring to the table. And I think it's embarrassing that we avoid, not this station or not this network, but we avoid the obvious. She was selected for the wrong reason. She was selected because of her gender and her skin color. And that was the only reason. She's not qualified.
No, she was chosen. She was chosen because once she is qualified, she has knowledge of domestic policy. She served on the Intel Committee. She served on the Judiciary Committee. She served on the Homeland Security Committee in the Senate. So therefore, she is qualified and she's ready for prime time. Unlike your guy, Leo, he wasn't even ready to do shit. The man don't even read on a high school level, let alone a junior high school reading level. This man speaks on a third grade level. His dude, Donald Trump, the twice impeached, indicted resident from Queens that used to reside in the White House. We shall continue.
Has a difficult time trying to articulate on issues that she doesn't have any knowledge on. And what's happening is, you saw Andrea Mitchell. Andrea Mitchell has an obligation to, I don't even know what she means. We shot it down, as you articulated. That balloon could have been shot down before it reached continental America. But she insults the intelligence, Jason, of the American people. And I'm sick and tired of her being basically shielded because of her gender and identity.
First of all, let's get your mans together. One, the vice president is highly qualified. She wasn't chosen for her skin color. She was chosen because she served on the Senate Judiciary Committee, the Senate Intel Committee, the Senate Homeland Security Committee. She served on other subcommittees. The woman is smart as hell. The woman held 3 people or more than 3 people from your guys' administration accountable for all the egregious shit that they have done. So anything, she's the smartest person in our fucking party. And that's why she was chosen to be the vice president. Unlike you, Leo, what you was chosen to be a mouthpiece for your guy, the blacks for Trump. Yeah, that's you. And with Andrea Mitchell couldn't even articulate in an interview on what she was asking the vice president. But I'm going to let you have that one, Leo. So let me just tell you this, sir. I'm glad that you blocked me. You're a bum. You're a loser. You're an embarrassment to the ancestors. And anybody's an embarrassment to the American people, and especially to black people, is Leo Terrell. Leo Terrell, who cakes for white supremacy. And that's why we don't claim him. We do not claim him in the black community. Nope. We don't claim you. We throw you to them people. And then MAGA overall, child, MAGA's having a day, honey. MAGA going through the motions. They're going through it. So, so you know they crying. They crying over there. So we just need to roll this video. If I could find it for you guys, I will. Yeah, I have a lot of, the MAGA tears is real. is that damn video?
Is a criminal.
It's legally pathetic.
It's clickbait. It is an unbelievable abuse of justice. Pure balderdash.
My heart is broken. I had some tears in my eyes.
Looking a little emotional. I feel the same way. If there's a mugshot of Donald Trump, it'll be in dorm rooms and on T-shirts.
He is an OG.
Even if convicted, that's not going to stop him.
Donald Trump could run in part on saying, I'm going to pardon myself and go after the deep state.
It's not open for debate that we live in a police state.
It's like Stalin's purges.
We're crossing the Rubicon here.
This is a political Rubicon that has been crossed.
They have crossed the Rubicon.
Basically, it's one party hunting another. It almost feels like they're pushing the population to react.
It is a war on conservatism and MAGA.
They want you to strike out.
People better be careful. And that's all I'll say about that.
People be careful. Oh my God, my dear leader. No, your dear leader fucked up. That's what the fuck happened. Okay? He should have shut the fuck up and never ran for president. He should have just stayed low-key somewhere in that little dirty building on 57th and 5th Avenue. That's what he should have done. Instead, he ran for office. And guess what? He exposed himself for the criminal that he is. A 50-year career criminal. That's what Donald Trump is. If you're from New York and New Jersey and Southern Connecticut, you already knew what time it was with that man. That man is a career criminal. Criminal. So all you people, Jesse Waters, Greg Gutfield, Larry Elder, let's see, Leon Terrell, Dan Bonaccino, Janine Pirro, let's see, Maria, whatever her name is, Sean Hannity, Tucker Carlson, Laura Ingraham, all of you degenerates at Fox. How does it feel that your dude is not exempt from the law? Well, that's what happens when you chant, lock her up. Now, lock him up. Clink, clink. Clink, clink. And we got to get one more person. It's too many ashies for Donald Trump. And y'all know what I mean about ashies. If you're black, you understand. Jason Whitlock. Jason Whitlock is a case, right? I find this video funny.
I really don't. I'm just being factual. I've never voted. And so I'm not saying that with pride. I'm hardcore MAGA tonight. I will be voting. I am hardcore MAGA. I've never voted. I did, I observed Trump. I'm somewhat supportive of Trump, but they have made me MAGA. And they have made me ready for whatever is next, because what they are building for young people, I can't sit by and just let it happen without raising my voice and without being willing to sacrifice whatever so that kids don't live in a communist Marxist society. These people that think the government is going to take care of them don't understand history, that they've never studied history. They don't understand how tyrannical a government is. If they have their way, if they have their way, we're all catching hell except for the elites. And yes, I have a very good bank account, and perhaps I'm an elite, but my heart is working class. My parents were factory workers. I came from nothing in this country. I'm black. They're telling everybody, black kid, oh, you can't come from nothing and make it in this country. That's bullshit. This country is the greatest country in the history of the planet. It's this.
Jason, You about to have a mental breakdown. Are you okay, sir? You admitted that you never voted for Donald Trump, but you're MAGA, hardcore MAGA? You wasn't down with that shit? You wasn't down with that shit? You a fake motherfucker. Oh, my parents, oh my God, you know, this country's get great to me. I'm black. This is bullshit. This country loves me. No, this country does not collectively like black people. I don't feel like I'm free like that. I'm just saying. But, if you want to be hardcore MAGA, you be on your time. On your time. Because we don't claim you neither. Because you've been a sellout motherfucker for a long time. So, enjoy sniffing that white supremacy syrup. Or sipping on that white supremacy syrup. And also a last collective group of people. I've been reading people all day, every day. I was petty Chantay today. So, can we talk about the resistance community, aka the Do Something Twitters of the world? With this conviction from Alvin Bragg, before the conviction that was delivered, there was a lot of shit talking. And I am a collector of receipts. They call me the bone collector. So I have some shit to read. So here we go. This is not a sober day for America. This is a day that shows democracy can deliver results, that justice and accountability still matters, giving enough courage to insist upon them. This is a grand day for America and a day when America lives up to her principles. Be proud. That was yesterday. This person tweeted something. Now let's take ourselves back to this time last year, around this time. So I would like to read the following screenshots that I posted. With this same ass person who talked a lot of crap. On April 7, 2022, breaking Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg reversed his courses, announced that Trump investigation remains ongoing and that he has new evidence. Never think your voice doesn't count. He's an elected official and the public outcry was massive. Hold everyone accountable. This is the former U.S. Assistant Attorney General, Tristan Snell, under Eric Schneiderman. Let's go to tweets of last year. What's that you say at Manhattan DA? Your grand jury has up and gone away? So here's to you, Fannie Willis. A nation turns its lonely eyes to you. Accountability. Telling black people what to do? Woman? What the F? Is this monster just untouchable? Is that what's happening here? I'm not a lawyer. Can someone please explain to me we can't hold the country together if someone this guilty just continues to skate? His name is Alvin Bragg, who has demonstrated total incompetence in carrying out even the basic duties of his office, including ensuring public safety. He's acting as if he's an elected de facto chief criminal defense attorney for violent, dangerous criminals, not district attorney. One worth making, James is doing what she can civilly. if you want to see something criminal happen, the problem is Manhattan DA Alvin Bragg, who seems to just be afraid of Trump as Paul Ryan was. Tristan Snell, Richard Senegal, whatever his name is, Mueller, she wrote, Ellie Mastal, all of them. So this is to all the notable Do Something Twitters. Those who still have your tweets up, because there's some of you that deleted your tweets and you know who you are. I'm not even going to say your name. I might type it out. Y'all talk so much shit up into the point of a couple weeks ago that some of you had to delete your tweets and some of you had to reverse course on what y'all said about the Manhattan DA. Cases take time. They take months to years based on the evidence that is being in front of them. Investigations take time. You got to come to the grand jury and the judge with sustainable evidence. I'm not even a lawyer, and I know that shit. So I don't understand y'all all rage tweeting at the black man who came into his job a year ago versus the guy that been in his job, his predecessor, who's been in there for 11 years and had more time to prosecute this bum and then do shit. He had ample opportunity, but y'all want to point your fingers at the black guy and the black women. This is why notable Do Something Twitter and Resistor Twitter, y'all get the side eye from me all the motherfucking time because of the shit that y'all do. And y'all don't claim that's racist. No, that shit is fucking racist and misogynist. Literally. And this is to the resistance community overall. Alvin Bragg is not your pappy. AG Letitia James, Fulton County DA Fonnie Willis, they're not your mammies. They were elected to do their jobs. And guess what? They're doing it. What should have happened is this man should have never got elected in office. Instead, your family members voted for this man. They did. Face the facts. 53% of white women voted for this man in 2016 and 55% in 2020. Over 62% of white men voted for him and more in 2020. Y'all need to check your family members before you check the black people that is investigating and prosecuting him. That's what you should do. Racism is not going to be cleaned up overnight just because this man is finally indicted. It's going to take work, and it starts with the majority of white people. That includes some of your family members. They got to face the fact they fucked up. And because electing this man, we're dealing with the after effects of what he has done. Donald Trump has messed up this country, and it's going to take 16 years to fix this. So this is all on y'all. I'm going to need for people to stop blaming the DA, the DAs, the AGs doing their jobs. The 2 black DAs, the 1 black AG, and the 1 Jewish AG. Stop blaming them. Blame your people. Your people voted for him. Your people. Your people. Into politics, girl. Locking up Trump is not going to unite the country. You know what's going to unite the country? Facing the fact that this country has a problem with race. That's what's going to fix the motherfucking country. Yeah, you. And James Comey ain't shit. Yeah, I said that. Fight me on that hill. But until then, folks, we have a wonderful weekend. And be safe, be blessed, and highly favored. See you soon. Bye.